Genshin Impact, an action role-playing game developed and published by MiHoYo, or what I like to call an anime game with hot woman and breathtaking gacha mechanics that sucks your wallet dry. I started playing Genshin pretty much since launch, and for the longest time, I've always wanted to make a video about Genshin Impact. But I couldn't, because at the time, I was actually having fun playing the game. I enjoy every single aspect of the game, even the breathtaking gacha mechanics. But no longer. After playing Genshin for over a year straight, grinding 12 hours a day because I'm a stupid free-to-play player, selling my soul with the devil just to get Hu Tao, basically becoming crippling addicted to the game. I don't even have fun playing it anymore. I'm just mindlessly grinding it at this point. Please help. After wasting more hours playing Genshin than bonding with my family, I have developed the ability, the intelligence, the qualification to roast the game.
I love Beat Saber.
To form an opinion about each Genshin Impact character. I'm going to tier list them. Starting with Albedo. Trash. F tier. Albedo has to be one of the most forgettable legendary characters ever. Can you actually believe this guy is a 5-star? He built like a 3-star character. They don't even exist. Even the Traveler is more memorable than him. I will say his event was pretty cool, gave me this cool sword, but if we're talking about how I feel about the character, trash. Burn him alive. Next is Aloy. F tier. Why? Why is she in the game? Alright, Amber. Amber was the character I mained back in the day, before I got my wife. Everyone around me was saying things like, she's trash, I hate her, literally the worst in the game. But I didn't let that bother me from playing a hot woman. I chose to ignore the haters and grind for her artifacts. It wasn't about proving a point, it was about the drive, the power. I was hungry, I devoured, put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours! Also, she is very hot. As some may say, breedable. I needed to make a separate tier for this woman, and thus the I want them to be real tier was made. Barbara. Barbara is a good healer, but I don't use healers for my team, so she's basically an F tier character. But since I saw this one meme where she screams very loudly, that bumped her up to a D. Beta. Beto is one of the best supporting characters in my team. I gave her a fish as a weapon and now she looks ridiculous. She's also really hot. Look at that absolute territory. A tier. Alright, next is Bennett. D tier. As a Hu Tao main, Bennett is the worst to have on my team. If you don't know, Hu Tao needs to be on life support in order for her to deal good damage. And Bennett's ultimate does the opposite of what I want. He is useless to me. He is what I call trash. Chongyun. B tier. He's pretty hot. Pretty cool. Pretty. Yup. D-Luke, F tier. Unfortunately, this is a biased decision. I know way too many D-Luke simps and my pride won't let me side with them. I would not stoop as low as a D-Luke simp. I rather simp for Chongyun before I simp for D-Luke. At least he has cool bluish white hair. Does D-Luke have bluish white hair? I don't think so. Next is Diona. Diona is a good character. There's nothing wrong with her, but there's nothing good about her. C tier. Alright, up next is Eula. One of the hottest characters in the game. Mommy sorry type build. The woman I spent all my life saving on, desperately trying to get. And in the end, when I did get her, I realized her gameplay is horrible. It's very irritating to use her. I hate Claymore characters. F tier. Please refund my 10 multi-summon. I don't want her. Fischl, or as Tectone likes to call it, Fish. Fish is a great character. She does damage, she has a burb, she's stupid. I don't really pay attention to the lore. A tier for being a good supporting character. Mommy? Sorry, I mean Kokogo. I mean Ganyu. S tier. I like her fan art. I like her. Hu Tao! When I first heard of Hu Tao, I was like, huh, cute. I'm rolling for her. And then when I checked the voice actor, I was like, huh, cute. I want her. And so I got her within my second multi-summon. At this point, I already love her enough, but then she turns out to be one of the most cutest and quirky characters out of the whole game. She is also one of the strongest characters in the game. She is wife material. Next is Jean. Jean is a healer, and normally I don't use healers, but Jean has some good fan art. So for that, S tier. Kazuha, also S tier. I regret not rolling for this guy since he's kind of hot. Kea, I hated this guy. I didn't pay attention mention to the story back then and still don't, but he would give off a very cocky impression. To this day, I still don't know if he's cocky or not. For a while, I refused to use him, but eventually I thought why not, and he turned out to be pretty decent. Not good, not bad, C tier. Next we have Ayaka, one of the most OP characters in the game. Her damage is good. That's it, just good. And she swims in the dirt for fun. I would put her S tier, but I'm not a big fan of that bowl cut. Reminded me too much of kindergarten. A tier. Khanh. I think the actual pronunciation is Khanh, but Khanh sounds funnier. I don't have this character, I don't know how good she is, but I do know her fan arts are amazing. S tier. If you can't tell already, this is a very unfair tier list. I put someone I don't know over someone I use a lot. God dang it. A tier. I love explosions. You know I love explosions, just look. Kujo Sarah. One of them, I don't freaking know. One of them is right. At first, I didn't think much of her. She's basically fish, but with 2 eyes. Sorry for that horrible joke. I apologize. Eventually, I got her, and Jesus Christ, she is so hot. You think Bao is hot? Look at Sarah. Oh my god. Mommy. Lisa. S tier. I'll let her tell you why. Up next is Mona. Frick Mona, I don't know how to use her. I'm going to put her rating down due to my lack of ability to build and use her correctly. D tier. Ningguang. S tier. I love white hair girls. I love anime girls in traditional Chinese dress. Her fan arts is amazing. I don't care if she literally does no damage, best girl in my opinion. Noelle. Noelle is a good character, a good defense character, a good meat shield. The character to use to take all the damage if you don't have Daddy Zhongli. A tier. Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi is a good character. She is a good healer. I'm kind of forced to use her since I keep losing my 50-50. I have now unlocked half of her constellation, so I have to say she's a good character. A tier. Bow. I'm going to call her Balls. I'm funny, guys, I swear. Balls can pull a sword out of her balls. B tier for Balls. Razor. Razor has a special place in my heart. He was my first main DPS. We went through many quests and bosses for a long time before Hu Tao comes along, so he ranks pretty high up in the tier list. One problem I do have with him though is that he is not a cute anime girl. B tier. Next is Rosaria. S tier. She is very hot. What more do I have to say? Kokomi. F tier. F tier. Sayu. Sayu is an interesting character. I actually enjoy using her. She rolls and rolls and... that's pretty cool, eh? B tier. Sucrose. Not good, not bad. I don't have her built. C tier. Child. I hate Child. Even though I use him in my team, I still hate him. He's the first 5-star I got, and I remember how much I hated building for him. Because at the time, I was poor. No matter what blue artifacts I gave him, he wouldn't do any damage. Eventually, he does become pretty good, but my hatred for him never faded. F tier. Next, we have Thomas. Thomas is a pretty new character. I haven't used him much, but I tried him out and he isn't that bad. C tier. Alright, next is our favorite legendary character, Collin. Look, that's his name. The Traveler has been there since the start. He's literally the main character, so he ranks pretty decently high up in the tier list. He's not that good, but he's not that bad. C tier for the male Traveler, and B tier for the female. Mainly because the female has good Rule 34. Venti. F tier. Venti is one of those characters where you like him a lot or you hate him. And since I can't bring myself to like him a lot, I will hate him for all of eternity. Xiangling. Not bad, not good in my opinion. C tier. Xiao. I actually wanted to get Xiao before I got Hu Tao, but I failed. So basically, Hu Tao is my backup second option. He's so cool and hot. He's a masochist that likes jumping very high up and plunges himself to the ground. Who doesn't like that? I want to cosplay as Xiao at some point, only when I get in shape. I still play Genshin, don't expect too much from me, man. I want them to be real tier. That's a weird name. Xingqiu. S tier. He's literally the best support character in the game. His skill is good. His ultimate is good. I love this man. He got me through many dungeons. Without him, I wouldn't be where I am today. Xingyang. I think that's how you say it. I think Xingyang is one of the most hated characters by the community. I might be wrong since I don't hang around the community that much, but it seems like no one really likes her. I myself didn't like her at first, but after unlocking quite a few of her constellations, she became became pretty good to use. I didn't put much effort in building her and she still does a decent amount of damage. B tier. Yangfei. I hate Yangfei as a character in game. She's very useless, a budget cliche some may say, but Yangfei fan art? Kind of nice, kind of good, kind of hot. S tier. Next is Yoimia. I want this woman to be my wife. Not only is she a fire pyro bow character, she is also voiced by the queen of tsundere blushing thigh high herself. Please, smack me with your bow. Finally, we have Daddy Zhongli. I need to say it. Daddy Zhongli is my favorite male character in the game. He's tall, he's hot, he has a giant rod. He throws a meatball at his opponent. What more could you ask for? I want him to be real. Not because I want to kiss him, but because I want to touch his rod. And that concludes the Genshin tier list. You guys enjoyed the previous tier list video I made, and I enjoyed the previous video tier list I made, so I decided to make another one. I do want to apologize for literally disappearing for a month straight. My bad. November was a busy month for me. As you know, or might not know, I go to school, and school doesn't give you a lot of time to make stupid YouTube videos, so that was very tough. My schedule this month should lighten up now. I should have another video coming out soon. I say that, but I also don't want to make that promise because who knows, something might comes up. So all I gotta say is I'm happy that my schedule lightened up a little bit. I'm happy to be back. Thank you for watching all the way through and like still supporting me. It means a lot. We're also pretty close to reaching 500 subs, so I don't know what we're doing for the special. If you have an idea, please comment down below what I should do for 500 subscribers, because I don't know what we're doing. Apart from that, I'm Collin Khanh. Thank you for watching. I love you. Goodbye.